You're staring at that blinking UPS on the shelf and wondering if it's just another piece of hardware you'll end up ignoring until the power flickers and you're left scrambling for a backup plan. The fear of dropping money on a unit that either can't keep your devices alive long enough, or that's way more than you need, is real. I get it, you want to protect your home office, your small server rack, or that edge computing box without overpaying for features you'll never use. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. Let's walk through why the Eaton 5P1500RTG2 might be the one that actually fits, and when you might want to keep looking. First off, this isn't a tiny desktop UPS that can only keep a single monitor alive. It's a 2U rack mountable unit designed for a handful of devices that together pull roughly a kilowatt. That makes it a solid candidate for anyone who runs a mini data center, a network closet, or a home office with multiple monitors, a NAS, a router, and perhaps a small lab workstation. The 5P line is Eaton's mid-range series, and the Gen2 label tells you it's the second generation of that platform, meaning the internal circuitry has been refined for better efficiency and reliability. Now, you might be wondering about the real-world difference between a line interactive UPS like this and a cheaper, online-type unit you see on a discount site. The 5P1500RTG2 offers a pure sine wave output, which means it delivers clean, stable power that looks just like the electricity from the grid. That's crucial if you have a high-end graphics card, a sensitive lab instrument, or a server that runs 24/7 and can't tolerate voltage spikes. In practice, that translates to fewer unexpected shutdowns and less wear on your equipment over time. People who have run 3D printers or audio workstations on a similar setup often report that the pure sine wave prevents those odd glitches you sometimes see when the UPS is cheap and just does a rough approximation of the grid waveform. One of the biggest selling points Eaton highlights is the 20% increase in wattage compared to the previous model. In plain language, you get a bit more headroom, so if you've got a small UPS today and you're thinking of adding another monitor or a USB-C dock, you won't immediately outgrow the capacity. For a typical home office, the unit can comfortably keep a 27-inch monitor, a desktop PC, a router, and a NAS up for about 10 minutes during a blackout. That's not enough to finish a long video call, but it's plenty to save work, safely shut down, or switch to a generator. The battery runtime claim of 9 hours is something you'll see in the spec sheet, but let's break down what that really means. That number assumes you're only feeding a tiny load like a router and a few lights. In a realistic office scenario where the load sits around 500 watts, you're looking at roughly 10 to 12 minutes of backup before the battery is exhausted. That's actually pretty standard for this class of UPS. You shouldn't expect it to keep a full workstation alive for an hour. If you need longer runtime, you'd have to add external battery packs, which Eaton does support, but that adds cost and complexity. So, who should definitely consider this unit? If you're a small business owner with a rack of networking gear, a home-based content creator who runs a video editing workstation, or a developer who uses edge computing devices that need a stable power source, this UPS hits a sweet spot. The rack mount form factor means you can slide it into an existing 19-inch cabinet without taking up floor space, and the AVR, automatic voltage regulation, helps smooth out those minor sags and surges that happen when a big appliance turns on in the house. That way, your equipment never sees the brownout that can cause data corruption. On the other side, if you're just looking to protect a single laptop or a basic router, you're probably paying for more capacity than you'll ever need. In that case, a smaller, desktop-style UPS would save you both money and space. Also, if you run a full server farm or need to guarantee more than 10 minutes of runtime for a critical load, you'll quickly outgrow the 1440 VA rating. In those scenarios, you'd want a higher capacity model or a UPS that can be paired with multiple battery modules from the start. Let's talk about some practical trade-offs you'll notice once the unit is installed. The front panel is straightforward. An LCD shows load percentage, battery charge, and estimated runtime. It's easy to glance at, but the menu navigation isn't the most intuitive. You'll find yourself holding the button a bit longer than you'd like to scroll through settings. It's a minor annoyance, but worth mentioning if you like tweaking alarms or setting custom shutdown thresholds. The unit also makes a low hum when the battery is charging. It's not deafening, but if you place it in a quiet studio space, you might